Okay, this is part 3. I got cut off. Sorry about the last time. What I was saying was some of the worst things about anorexia and eating disorders cause liver failure, organ failure, heart failure, osteoporosis, sudden death. A lot of bulimics have problems with stomach cancer, throat cancer. I've even heard of people dying from a popped vessel in their throat or their eye. Um, Horrible things when they're puking. And yet, for those of us who still struggle, it is never enough to make us stop. It has become a habit, an addiction, and just like air, when we don't get it, our bodies don't know what to do and go into shock. When I found out I was pregnant this last August, I made myself start to eat again, and it made me seriously sick. Puking, weak all the time, having heart palpitations, because my body was in an almost a drug-induced state. It was like withdrawals from drugs. Many, though not me, thankful, die just during the refeeding period because their bodies cannot handle either not binging like in bulimics or anorexics eating normal amounts of food. And their bodies go into shock, and at that time they cannot, they cause organs to fail and bodies to give up. And they say that is the easy part. There's nothing easy about this disease at all. Those are my notes that I wrote last night when I couldn't sleep about my history and my story with eating disorder. I'm not trying to portray this and make anybody get one or give them tips or say that having an eating disorder is okay. It's not okay. It's definitely not fun. Right now, I've got the prego body going on. See? Woo! Big old prego body. And that's my goal for right now for making myself eat is because I have this child inside of me. I don't want to harm this kid. I don't want it to become a preemie and come out early or anything because I decided not to eat that day. Or, I mean, I know one day of not eating can't kill the baby, but a pattern of it can cause a lot of serious problems, preterm labor, on and so forth. And it's so hard for me to explain to people who don't have eating disorders how hard it is to be pregnant and have one. It makes me well up in tears because it's some days I wake up and I just wonder if it's really worth it, and then I think about my daughter and how wonderful she is, and think about this new little boy and how great he's going to be. But it's hard because my boyfriend's deployed. Got out of a bad marriage, 2.5 years, total neglect and just apathy my husband had for me and his child, and now carrying this child, and not even having my boyfriend when the baby's born is really scary for me and doesn't help my eating disorder thoughts, because anything that stresses me out makes it even harder for me to eat, because when I'm really, really stressed and depressed, I don't want to eat at all. I know many of my friends that have eating disorders know how this feels. Like, you don't want to touch food. It even feels even more disgusting to you when you're stressed. Today's really not a good day for me. I'm trying to deal with being a stay-at-home mom. I've struggled with it since I had Cassie. I love it. Some days I'm totally into it, and I'm playing with her, reading books, and enjoying myself, and having a good time. And then there's days like today where it's hard for me to even function around her and be normal because I just want to curl up in a ball and cry. My depression is like an everyday thing, and most days I can mask it and I can act like it's not there, but today's definitely not one of those days. So I'm praying that I'll be able to eat enough today even though I'm depressed. I just want to give a shout out to my friend Gina, my best friend, because I'm wearing the Aqua Smoothers makeup that was in one of her posts a while back, and I love it. It smells funny, but it covers like everything, and I like the way that it feels so smooth on my skin, hence the name Aqua Smoothers. So this is going to end the part 3 of the video. I hope this gives you a little idea what it's like to have anorexia, and especially how hard it is to be pregnant and have an eating disorder. You don't suddenly not have it anymore because you're pregnant. It doesn't suddenly become so easy to eat. You don't just snap out of it. Like, you can't expect somebody to do that. Though I am so trying, and you can ask anybody in my house that I eat a lot now because I'm so hungry all the time. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this was a little bit educational, and I hope my ugly face didn't disturb you too much. So, even though my hair is like super messy right now, it's always crazy and little hairs going everywhere. So I hope you learned something, and you might just be a little more nice to people who are struggling with eating disorder, and not just judge them and treat them like, oh, it's their choice, and just be respectful and understand it is a very hard disease, and it is a disease to get over, and some people never do. So just remember that before you say anything negative, and please remember your comments. Don't call people fat. Don't call people twigs. It's just as offensive. Don't be calling pregnant women, especially, that they're having twins, or that they're really big or huge, because that even makes it really worse for them to be able to eat if they have an eating disorder. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!